It's your host with the most DAPS. I'm not a ghost, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Research TV. This is the best show on the planet. It's called The Reblog. I have with me
Just Oyin, and as you know, we come with amazing topics. So today we have a very important question to ask you. With everything going on in this Nigeria, where it seems even getting an education doesn't even matter, we're going to ask you a very important question. Is education a necessity in this dispensation? Let's discuss.
Okay, so amazing topic. I really like this topic so much because I feel like Oyin has a lot to say concerning this.
Yes. It's on my mind.
No, you must have a lot to say. But first thing, is
example.
education a necessity for you?
It is.
It is a necessity for you. How far is education
Is
taking
it
you?
for you?
It is not, obviously.
Okay.
So how far is your education taking you?
Well, first off, I'm in my line of education. I'm working in where I studied. You understand?
What is that?
I'm working in the field, mass communication.
Oh, okay.
And I'm working in that field. That
Obviously.
aside. So for you, that education is not a necessity, where are not having an education taking you to, or where do you think not having an education will take you to?
One of the most brilliant minds in this country really did not need education. Come on, the richest politicians.
Wait, we're talking about this dispensation, not in the world.
In the world, yeah, I'm telling you, yes now. Nigeria is in the world now.
Let's focus on Nigeria. We're not talking. Okay,
Is Nigeria in the world or not?
Wait, you said in the world.
Just answer the question. Just answer the question. Is Nigeria in the world or not?
Yes. Is the person a Nigerian? Yes or no?
Yes.
The person you're talking about, is he a Nigerian? Yes. Or no? What's his name?
Yes.
What's his name?
What's his name? The person that did not go to school. There are
So you're
a
talking
lot
about-
of them like that didn't go to
You
school.
spoke about a particular person.
No,
Definitely you have someone in mind.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I'm saying there are a lot of guys that did not have to get
Okay,
a formal.
give us an
If you
example.
check the definition of education according to the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary
Hello.
for advanced learned people like this. That
Like
she didn't even
you,
check the
because
dictionary. She didn't check the dictionary before coming to talk about education here. So what's the definition of education?
Okay, fine. Talking about education is
Answer
more
the
like
question,
imparting-
Oyin. What is the definition of
Answering you
education?
now.
Eh-heh.
Education is more like imparting or acquiring knowledge.
Acquiring knowledge, especially
Through learning
if you
or
check the Oxford
teaching.
educational system, school in particular. Yes, you don't have to go to school to be wise. You don't have to go to school to be.
But you know when you're talking about education, everybody brings it down to an institution. You understand that, right?
For a
so
fact.
now we are not talking about you having common sense or you not having common sense. We are talking
Common
about
sense it does not
education.
need education.
That is what I'm saying. Can you chill?
I'm chilled.
You're talking like you're about to jump.
You are the one that is
Wait.
jumping.
Education. Wait, we're not talking about common sense or no common sense. We're talking about education in particular. So
Okay.
can we just stick to that?
Yeah, I'm sticking to education.
Thank you very
That's
much.
what I'm saying. According to the dictionary, it says especially school. There's going to be the scroll up there, especially school. And I asked you a question. That's the first one I asked you. That how far has your education going to school helped you? And you said mass communication. That's what you said.
Yeah.
You don't study mass communication in the streets.
No, we don't.
Where do you study mass com? Where do you study mass com?
now.
In school. And I'm telling you, you don't have to be jovial, or you don't have to be learned, or you don't have to make it in life. You don't need education. You don't need to go to school to make it in this dispensation.
Dealing with so many disadvantages already, I would rather not on a personal level add another disadvantage to my life. So if you can get an education, do get it. I mean, what's the baddest thing that can happen?
Come on, that how many years did you
Have you made your
spend?
point?
How many years did you spend
For
studying
4
maths?
years.
4 years. And somebody that went to go and study tailoring for 4 years, I'm sure he's probably doing great things right now. And you that probably studied mass comm, I'm not saying you're not doing great things, don't misquote me. You are
No,
doing,
you can't talk now.
you are beautiful and you are doing great stuff.
Okay, fine. You've made your point. Can I make mine?
Yeah, make yours.
Okay. So when we're talking about education, we have to agree that there's a difference between educated people and uneducated people. I mean, it is no secret that being a Nigerian, you're already at a disadvantage. It is no
Point.
secret. So why would you now have, on a personal level, decide to be disadvantaged? I mean, if you can get the education.
So not having education is being disadvantaged.
Is
Not
one of-
not
it
being
is
properly
one-
schooled
it
is a disadvantage.
It is one disadvantage.
It is one.
It is one.
I don't see that
disadvantage.
as a
People
weakness.
that are less privileged and are unable to get education are actually at a disadvantage because
How?
they can't get formal. There are certain jobs they can get, so that means they're already restricted. They are limited.
if you're actually born naturally smart, you don't need to go to school. Yeah, you could pick up things and learn on the streets. This is just common sense, common wisdom. Like you don't need advanced wisdom, yeah, to do certain things in life. Basic knowledge, then I'm better off. Why do I need to waste my time and go to school?
You agree with
No,
me, right?
your government is as senseless as you are. No offense. I didn't want to insult you directly.
No, just
No, but what I'm saying is
I'm waiting for you to make your point.
because you don't have to attend an institution. Do you get? You can learn how to be a mechanic and be great. One of the people that have the biggest mechanic shops don't have to go to school.
They don't have to go to school, but you do realize that having an education and owning a particular business, they are kind of different.
You are not educated, you are enlightened. There's a difference between being enlightened and being educated. There's a difference between being woke and being educated.
Okay, fine. So a mechanic by the roadside who is an illiterate and someone who went to school, who is refined and decides to open an automobile.
What makes you think that you going to school makes you refined?
Because
you
you're
didn't
more
go to school, you could be
knowledgeable.
refined.
You're more knowledgeable.
How?
Someone who
Based
is
on
an
what
illit-
facts?
someone
Based
who
on
is
what
an
facts
illiterate.
does it say that you have to go to school to be refined?
First off, someone who is an illiterate is not going to be on the standard of someone who is educated, who has gone to
What
school,
is your
who has
basis?
made-
What is your basis?
Okay.
Give us a logical
Okay, let me give
explanation.
you a logical example. Now look at someone who is a mechanic by the roadside.
Okay.
Someone who is an illiterate, did not even pass through the 4 walls of school, and someone who owns an automobile store, who sells automobile and stuff like that, and already has mechanics that are learned, that are using machines. Those people went to engineering schools. They know how to, they understand the techniques. They understand everything about engineering. Compared to someone who is by the roadside, if I, as an international, as an international investor, come down to Nigeria and I decide, okay, I want to invest, who do you think I would go for?
It depends on who is more effective. It's the fact.
Fine, depends on who is more effective. But I want you to have it in mind that the person who has a big store has a whole lot of.
Let me bust your bubble. You said education, yeah? But do you know, even in Nigeria, most civil engineers will tell you they only give them the theoretical aspect. But to be very factual with you, if they are actually constructing a house, it is actually the guy that did not go to school that is going to do the irons, bend it, body. These guys are, see, the whole goal is to be more skillful. Do you get? Education does not it's not stereotyped to the 4 walls of a institution. Do you get? The whole point here is education is not a necessity.
Okay. Now you just said something about education not being held to the 4 walls of school. When you were defining education, what did you talk about?
I said especially
in a school.
Yes.
Fine. Thank you for picking out that point. So now I just want you to be sure we are not deviating from the education I am talking about and the education you're supposed to be talking about, because now you're talking about someone being enlightened, someone who has the privilege to understand certain things without passing through the 4 walls of school. I'm talking about education, going to school, learning certain things, being on a professional level. So it seems we're talking about 2 different things.
Trust me, people that still do majority of the job, are people that didn't go to school. Do you get? School is not a necessity in dispensation. If I'm going to advise you as a brother or as a sister, brother, education is just a waste of time. The time you have wasted in school for 6 years, 20-something years, use it to pick up a skill, my sister, my brother, or to do something reasonable. You're going to be up there, top of the ladder. A man will make it faster in life if he does not go to school, and this time that he wasted in school, he actually spent that time going through the practical aspect of it and probably like gathering street-wise knowledge. Understand what I mean?
Okay, have you ever had a one-on-one on people who attended Polytechnic?
Sure.
And have you ever had a conversation asking them what they do basically in school? Like when it comes to exams and stuff like that?
I've asked them, and you say they are, yes, I get your point. You say that they are doing more of
They are more
practicals.
of practical.
Yeah, I know that's what you say that.
Universities are more of theories. Fine.
So that you,
Wait, let me land now. So now, if you're talking about someone being on the roadside, understanding everything without going to pass through the 4 walls of the school, I want you to understand that people that are also in polytechnics, they're also in a school.
but that's what I'm saying. It's
It
not
is
a
also
necessity. Wait,
also part of
it's
the-
not a necessity. As long as you are on the street, yeah, you don't have to be educated. You can provide for your family. You are hot, bro. You are hot. A lot of people didn't have to be so educated or even be educated at all, and they are balling. Come on, have you not heard of Yahoo boys that that not go to school and they know BTC more than professors?
So you are trying to tell me that by the time you're trying to make a point to someone, why the person shouldn't see education as a necessity, you bring Yahoo boys into it.
They are ballers, man. Come on, and they are paying their bills and they are feeding their family.
As regards what my co-host said, that education is not a necessity. I mean, if you have a conversation with Dapo, within the next 2 seconds, he's already talking about how to make it. So I understand where he's coming from. He's not ready to go through the stress. He's not ready to read. He's not bothered. He's not even bothered about the education. He just wants to make it in life. He just wants to get money. That's why his first role model is Yahoo boy. I mean, how can you be talking about education? You're talking about Yahoo boy. All those ones are just looking for quick money. You've not left school yet, but
That's not a question to be
No,
answered on camera.
I don't understand. We are talking about education, we are talking about Yahoo boys. We already know as a Nigerian, there are so many disadvantages of being a Nigerian. So I'm trying to understand why someone who is in school will decide to use a Yahoo boy as a point.
Ladies
of
and gentlemen, she's going off points.
I am not going
No,
off point.
just tell us.
I am not going
Let
off
us
point
know.
because
Let
we're
us
talking
know
about
what you think.
education,
Let's know what you.
being in the 4 walls of the school, and someone decided to use Yahoo boy, who is already
Let me know what you
how will I
think.
put it, a decaying aspect of Nigeria, to make an
Let
example.
me know what you
Really?
think in the comment
Really?
section, ladies and gentlemen. I
Really?
remain your host, DAPS.
Guys,
The
thank
host
you
is
very
the.
much. And please, when you're watching this video, I hope you don't take that point of Yahoo boys. Please,
No, you're just being
push yourself.
emotional about
It was a
this.
slip of tongue. Thank you very much. So we'll see you in our next video. Please watch out and drop your comments down below. Let us know if Yahoo boy is supposed to be part
She's
of this.
paid. She doesn't even know I've said
Thank
all
you
this.
very much. I'm trying to let them emphasize. I'm trying to emphasize on that Yahoo boy. We're talking about education. We're talking
Bye,
about Yahoo boy.
course.
Bye. Bye.